better than crossbows, but this will still be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Well, why is Harmon locked down in town?
He's been paid in advance for. It was 4 days. He increased it to 8 nights, seeing that he doesn't have to work the full day.
I thought he only got paid for 1 day, and I'm not sure why he was doing more after that. I guess I just don't remember. Yeah.
When he showed results the first night, I think he got paid more.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's contracting to someone else on the side?
I technically pushed him towards it in the first place, I think.
So you're not a real priest, and now you're splitting up our combat prowess.
I'm just doing what's good for business, all right?
Nah, Harmon found an inn. Yeah, and he negotiated the deal. And I don't remember the specifics, but it was something like they could only afford to pay you for like 4 days or something. And you said, well, if it's 4, 8-hour blocks, I can divide that up into 4-hour blocks and spread that out over a longer period, having a better opportunity to catch more individuals.
Hey, we're going to take out a bunch of bandits who are in the countryside. That's protecting the tavern.
Well, it's a warehouse, but
Or that's protecting the warehouse.
That's stretching the definition of duty a little bit far, I think. Like, bandits in the countryside.
Well, that's also true. But so they gave you coin for this, Harmon, not just a promise. Well, I can't compete with the almighty dollar. I suppose if we're if we need this to fix the wagon and get it reinforced, let's go. This shouldn't take too long. It's just a bunch of bandits.
Yeah, just a bunch of bandits.
From the reports, it sounds like they've just been attacking. Unskilled laborers who I doubt they killed them all to a man, but they might have done that. In other words, they're attacking like unresisting weak targets. A show of strength such as ours, we should be able to rout them quickly.
What a fight without Harmon is like. This is a good question.
I have my escape route ready.
In the sky. I think Albert is going to say that based on the timetable, he could push it back to basically if you decided to use 4 nights, do your original contract instead of the extended contract, Harmon, that you would have an opportunity to go with them on this adventure. But if you want to stick with your 8-day, don't break my word. Okay, so Harmon has things going on. But if you guys want to do this, it is a goal. The goal is going to be to deliver the Cartwright's goods to the town of Epiphany.
Well, heck, we might not even get in. We just deliver the goods. The bandits might see how well armored and armed we are and not even engage us.
It could be. You could just spook them.
Yeah, I mean, you're after easy money.
What's the name of the town again?
Epiphany. You won't find it on the map because it's not on the map, I don't think. Unless I'm... Right, no. It is not. It is another made-up town.
Too small to be mapped.
too small to be mapped. Where this
One of the
Cartwright's
frequent towns that spring up in this changing countryside. We were just discussing the 30 Years' War on the Ironclaw Discord, which is a lot of what Ironclaw is modeled after.
Hmm.
So yeah, towns show up, try to defend themselves, try not to get robbed.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
guessing wherever we're going has at least a wall.
Yeah, it's a it's a mid-sized town, large enough to have a stable and to have a noble who wants to outfit one or more carts.
Well, there's a lot of talk about people want to make it sound highfalutin and how we have a divine mandate, but really a way you get land is you show up on the land, and then when people try to take the land away from you, you keep it. And so yes, you can easily just be a noble saying, "Hey, this is bandit territory. I've just set up a turf here." And here's this Cartwright guy saying, "I have a contract to deliver goods to some nobleman. His coin is good, but I can't seem to get them there." It's like the area is infested with bandits. All right, well, I think your men are girded up, Connor. I think we're actually ready to go at any moment, aren't we?
It looks like.
You could
and
take
let's bring
off
the
now,
doctor.
because you never know.
Yeah, Divine will protect him.
And this plate armor.
When did you get plate mail?
A long while ago.
Aren't you an armadillo?
Yes.
Seems redundant.
You can never be too worried about your own safety. That's the armadillo motto.
That's
I
the
can't
way.
find fault with that.
Okay. I would like a roll from the doctor. Doctor,
Boy.
could you give me mind and observation and gossip?
Oh boy.
It's going to be versus 3.
I'm just observing for gossip. Don't have any observations, so we got 1d6 for gossip, and my brain's still 1d6, so I'm doing 2d6 here. Well, bam, 1 success.
Success. Okay. This is so when you spent some time in town, you were at an inn or a tavern, and you recall a man who seemed quite shaken telling a tale recently of being a driver, being a paid driver here in town who lost his goods on the road north. And he was trying to convince someone of the horrors that he had seen, and people were laughing at him because apparently he was speaking nonsense. Now, you remember this individual was a lynx, an elderly lynx. You didn't catch his name, but you recall seeing him around, and something about the story that Albert the Armadillo tells you kind of jogs your memory a little bit about this guy. And although Albert has said that none of his drivers returned, you wonder if there might be a correlation here.
Perhaps they were just merely all frightened off. Was he nondescript in the horrors that he saw, or were they just like normal horrors of war horror?
No, his horrors was like more of a scary story to frighten children. He was speaking of, demons, the angry dead, a graveyard of ruined carriages along the road, some sort of Shade's Tale. That's the name of the show.
The title drop. I can't ignore this detail now. Well, it seems sort of suspicious. A graveyard full of caravans, but then people keep running away from it. So what's causing all this? Demons, undead. Well, if they're true, well, I have incense now, so I feel safe as a priest from the undead. Other than that, I mean, we do have some heavy weapons here. The undead may be vicious, but, well, I don't think I need to do anything special to put them to rest, so... But I may go ahead and pull out my book and start reading anyway, some extra prayers. I will go
Okay.
ahead and make note to Connor that of the rumors, there may be the restless dead out on the road. Such is what some seem to blame some of these missing caravans on. I'm suspicious myself.
Well, Doctor, with you by my side, we should be able to handle any walking, shambling, fighting corpses that we may come across.
Well, at least I will not feel guilty about destroying them.
Well, bandits aren't real people, so you shouldn't feel guilty about destroying them.
Well, I prefer to just scare them away, but, well, we'll see what we actually encounter on the road first. Also, prepare a prayer for your soul as well, Sir Connor.
I would appreciate that.
Here, smell this new incense.
Mhm.
Does it smell like
It's
an
relentlessly
Alhaji?
heavy and outpowers all of the terrible spells of most of us not taking baths.
Ooh. You're ruining my fantasy over here. Um. Okay. How does the incense? Do you guys mind? I'm breaking character for a second here. How does incense work within the world of Ironclaw?
I
You
paid
put
50
it in-
denarii for something very smelly.
You put it in an incense burner, and then
Mhm.
you burn it.
It doesn't actually do anything.
Doesn't actually do anything. This is
Oh,
just. All
it's
right.
all good
Uh,
role play. It does nothing.
I like it.
It makes me
It-
feel better.
it doesn't do anything but make things smell better. This is also the time period where we don't have germ theory, we have malodorous theory, which is the idea that there's bad air.
Yes, well,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
obviously
that's
everything
right.
smelled bad, therefore there was bad air. Hold on, I'm gonna stuff my mask here with like herbs and lavender, and I'll put that on, and now I'm immune to the plague. Because that's how disease works, right?
Exactly.
I mean, there's an undeniable logic to that.
The blue dragons, who may or may not actually be against this, a lot of Zhongyi's magic leaves behind the smell of incense when it's gone, especially the changes magic.
Oh, I like that. That's an interesting
But
detail.
not us. Elementalists just burn and destroy stuff because we're colonial.
I like it. No class. And yeah, the way that you had mentioned, the way you were talking about the incense with such confidence there, Doctor, I believed it. So
Sorry, I did too well of a job role play.
yeah. So I'm just like, oh no, okay. So there's a whole other system here that I've missed. But no, okay. Well, good to know. All right. So are you guys going to head out north? You have the directions that you need to get to this town. They're fairly straightforward. You know that the entire trip is going to be a day and a half. If you leave now, you should arrive probably like nightfall of the let me see, day and a half. So yeah, you'll probably arrive like evening time at Epiphany.
I don't see a problem with that. And if we're taking the same road there too and back, we can look and see if there's this graveyard of caravans or other signs of bandit activity.
I did just have a question come up in my mind here.
Mm-hmm.
How many days does Harmon have left on his job, and how many days will it take for our wagon to have been prepared to take this?
Yeah, we
these
just discussed that, I
supplies?
think.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
sorry.
point.
Yeah.
No, you're good. 6, according to was that? Oh,
And
I
4
believe it
days
was.
for the repairs, right? It wasn't 3.
For the repair, I think it was 3 days for the repair.
Oh, someone
So-
mentioned Lucky Rock. Yes.
So by the time you go there and come back, your wagon, the wagon that you showed up with, the busted one, should be repaired.
So we're actually doing this on foot. Oh well.
Yup.
Yeah. Well, he will offer you another like a loaner wagon. I mean, he has a wagon loaded up with his
Well,
wares.
we're
He just
guarding
needs you
his,
as drivers.
but he's not selling us one. We're guarding his, which means
Yeah,
the
you're
return
guarding his
trip-
for this trip.
Yeah, the return trip should be faster. Okay, well, so how many irregulars are you up to now, Connor?
5 irregulars and my squire.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got a dozen people, or almost a dozen people, about 10 people. So, yeah, we just go, and I guess if anyone confronts anyone, we cut them down.
Yeah. 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 Right. Easy peasy. All right.
Yes. Connor is a knight.
Connor is a knight.
In
Okay.
fact, that his career is knight errant.
So you guys decide that while Harmon is doing his guard duty, you're going to set out to complete this small mission for the Cartwright. Your reward is going to be this battle wagon, who he agrees graciously to paint for you, putting Connor's family colors on the side of it. So you set out in the middle of the day, and you follow the directions north. Most of the journey is through the rolling plains and the beautiful vistas of the Avoirdupois territory. Although at one point you drop down in elevation a little bit, you have come to a small, sparse wood, and beyond the wood, a stinking marshy area. There has been a raised path that winds its way through this depressing wetland, and you reach it just as evening begins to fall. The night woodland insects and critters begin to do their creaking and their bric-a-bracking. And I would like to get a well, actually, no. So you guys are still moving through this area. It begins to smell. Night is falling. You are sticking on this path that winds through the marsh when all of a sudden you hear an ear-splitting screech from somewhere off the road, somewhere among the marshlands. It seems to come from everywhere at once. Now, each of you have enough wits about you not to throw yourselves from the vehicle, but the Dre who are pulling this cart, well, they are downright spooked and they begin to panic. And I would like a wagon roll from whoever is driving. I assume it's probably Anushka.
Yep, it's 2 of
No.
us.
We have a professional coachman, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, you do not have. Oh, wait, you do, because it's one of the irregulars, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
However, we
right.
can
So,
still
hold
roll
on.
to assist them.
Well,
Mhm.
that was the coachman's role, which is better than mine. However, the coachman has failed.
Okay.
So
Well,
let
what about,
me try to assist the coachman.
And Potter also has animal handling, so he could help.
Okay.
Well, okay.
There might be a limit to
so
how many people can jump in on
I
this.
rolled 2d6 for your coachman because they're typical and they failed. So then I said, "Oh no, I'll assist them," and I gave them assist bonus, which they then rolled a d8 for, and also failed. So
Mm.
Connor,
Coach, we
if
can
you
roll their
want to-
personality out of it.
If you want, well, no, they can't because they're atypical.
I
Yeah,
know,
they
I'm
don't get
teasing.
personality.
I think Connor could rush forward, braiding the swamp, and try to calm the animals down by wrestling them to the ground or whatever.
Yeah, I guess if Connor is okay, basically jumping and running alongside the cart, he could give it a try. With
This would be a vehicles roll, but you would get a d12 from animal handling. In later versions of the game, we renamed vehicles to transport because we realized it applies to animals and stuff.
mhm.
All right, so what would the role for me be here?
Oh, I guess Will, and vehicles and animal handling bonus?
In case I'd rather have Potter do it because he actually has the animal handling.
Yeah, okay. Potter jumps off the wagon, tries to calm them.
Animal handling is one of the specialty D12 giving gifts, yes?
Pretty sure that's how they usually work, right?
All right,
Animal
so
handling.
let's see what other. He doesn't have vehicles, but the animal handling is there.
Yep, rally animals, claim D12.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh,
That's a 6 and a 3, so we got a success. And did Anushka give an assist die, or was that just your attempt?
that
Well,
was
I
for when
failed,
they were
too.
helping the coachman.
We're tugging back on the reins. We're too busy.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
I could attempt to assist you.
well, assist Potter. Yeah, it's quite clear that this is affecting everyone. So, if you want to jump in on this, you may.
Sure. My calm personality helps calm the animals. Roll an extra D8.
You were no help, Doctor.
It's okay.
I told you need to be calm. Stop yelling at them. Just because
Animals
of
don't know your name. They can't trust you.
look at what you've done to Jessie now. You've angered her.
These are
Jonathan's
not
a good
your
boy, but he's running away.
these are not your Dre. Your Dre are back. Oh, I guess you could have taken your own Dre if you guys want. But
Yeah,
in any
no.
case, whomever's Dre these are, they are completely spooked, and despite everyone's best efforts, they break for it and they take off. Your wagon is now hurtling towards the steep ravine on the side of this raised pathway, this raised road, and everyone holds on for dear life as the wagon begins to lurch and tip sickeningly, and you are all flying overboard, sliding down this hill, and you land in the muck of the marsh with a sickening thorp. I would like to get... We're going to use this. It's not a swamp map, but I would like you to just use your imagination and pretend that it is.
Imagination in this game.
These
Nah.
are clever bandits. Yeah, because we're in uncharted territory, so they found a depression and a perfect ambush spot. Yeah, no wonder these guys are so successful.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how the range is
And
here.
you're in a
Yeah,
swamp.
that's
I feel
that's
sorry
about
for you,
right.
groundwalkers. So, who's got shore as their natural habitat?
None of us.
I'm gonna go with sky.
Yeah, so Anushka, you basically take wing, and you don't have to worry about the muck. Everyone else seems to be up to their knees in this horrible sucking mud of the marsh, and
Standard rule for that is when you're wading, like in
mhm.
water or whatever, all your combat skills are capped at your highest swimming die or D4.
Ooh, okay.
So if you've got swimming as a natural skill, this is not a big deal. You all have swimming as natural skills, right? So
Precisely
water
the
voles.
opposite.
Yeah,
It's
this
the
could
horrible
be
stench
otters,
stuff in
this
the
could be
fall.
voles. This is not going to be pretty.
No, it is not good. So, you get your bearings. I wanted to add a token because this might matter. Boom. Here's your wagon stuck in the mud, and it's not far from the road. Draw a. This will be the line of the road up here that you have just fallen from, this red line. So it's not far. With concerted effort and the organization of the Dre, you guys think you can still get this thing back up onto dry land. But you have other concerns as well.
Yeah, that's the problem is we have to recover the animals, which the bandits are probably already in the process of doing.
Yeah. Your Dre are booking it. I don't have tokens for them. Let me grab some tokens.
Yeah, we got knack for swimming, which only gives us a D4.
Right. But hey, at least it's a D4, right? I'm drowning.
I've kept that gift. I almost drowned.
Yeah.
But no, whoever, like I said, whoever we're about to fight could be rats, could be voles, could be something. Whoever we're about to fight, they probably know what they're doing.
I'll be
Okay.
over here next to the cart.
The Dre have thrown their yokes and are just sort of struggling through the mud, getting as far away from anything they can. As I said, this piercing shriek ushers again, and you can see in the distance a sort of silvery, transparent wisp. At first, you think it is some kind of gas, or maybe an illusion, or maybe a glimpse of the moon through the trees. But it takes form, and you can see a small owl dressed in clothing that would mark them as some sort of a driver. And they're hovering. They're staring blankly towards you with unseeing eyes, and this painful, ear-splitting shriek is ushering from their tiny beak. It doesn't seem possible that something so small could make such a horrible noise. As you look around, you do indeed see that there are wreckages like tiny islands poking out of the marsh and the muck of other carriages that look like they have been here long enough for a very long time. Many of them have accumulated a lot of algae and growth over them. And as you look around you, you can see that for hundreds of feet in every direction, these wrecked carriages are poking up out of the water and the slime. And then you notice something else too is poking up out of the slime. At first you think maybe these are the bandits that you were prepared for, but something about their gait, their horrible, shambling movements are jerky and unnatural. And it's only a matter of time before you realize that these are in fact the restless dead, the animated corpse of travelers from ages past who have probably met horrible fates in this marsh.
This is even worse. That means they don't want our money, they want our lives.
They want your
I don't want to
flesh.
give them either. Can you imagine undead with coin?
Can't wait to meet your new characters back in town later.
There's actually quite a bit of loot here because they wouldn't be selling it.
That's true. For anyone who could brave the waters, there's
See,
probably
this is one
some
of the
coin.
problems with your war-torn landscape. You've got people who died angry, and then no one puts up any notices saying, beware, haunted swamp.
All right. Signage. Okay. So I would like to get initiative rolls from the party.
This is
And
fine stuff.
Connor, you have your irregulars with you. I will drag. That's right. Okay. How many do you have with you now, Connor? Was it 4 total?
The coachman and 3 soldiers and 1 scout.
Okay. Coachman, 3 soldiers, 1 scout. That's 5. 3, 4, 5. We're going to give this guy a name. I don't know their names. I'm just going to call him Coachman. Make sure that's visible and controlled by everybody. Save. All right. Actually, let's do this.
To make it easy, all the irregulars will be rotating their initiative.
Yeah. You'll be soldier 2. Save. You'll be soldier 3. Save. And you will be, you said scout was the last one?
Yes.
Save. All right. All these should be controllable by everybody, so you can place them. Well, I'm going to place them to start because they were thrown from the carriage. So you got one guy over here, and the rest of them are sort of scattered around here. All right. There we go. Okay. The restless dead, the zombies are rotating as well.
Do I have a token? I don't see it.
I'm sorry, do you not have a token?
Yeah, I
Gotta
can't
drag
seem to
it
make
out.
one either.
Yeah.
I will drag it out for you and make sure that you have movement rights.
Yeah, I don't know roll 20 rules. I don't know why it won't let me make one.
That's okay. So you should be
There we go.
north of the carriage now. Right.
Okay.
And you're flying. You don't have to worry about any
Yeah.
swimming cap.
Well, this is gonna suck.
Okay, these guys actually, when they wrote, they fail. Wrote because they only have a D4 of initiative, so they will not. They'll start reeling.
It's like they're slow.
It's like they are slow.
I have also failed. I believe that means I'm reeling.
I think so.
You're only reeling if you botch.
Okay, didn't botch. I'm fine.
Oh, right. And they don't. They're not reeling, but then
Yeah,
they are also not
the
ready.
disadvantage of failing the initiative is you don't have any weapons ready.
Yep.
Right.
So I got nothing in my
So-
hands.
When the aggressors, who are the bad guys, go first, you will not be able to counterattack.
Yeah. Okay. So refresh me on this again. So you said that we're capping the movement based on your swim die. That is, so a dash would be your maximum swim die. Is that how it works?
No, this is just bad footing.
Gotcha. How does
Your
bad
combat
footing-
skills, your dice cap out. But if there's a question of whether being in a swamp would limit your movement, your dice would be capped out your highest swimming die. But these might be swimming undead and might not care. So you could give them the home turf advantage, just not care, which would
Okay.
make sense.
We're probably going to do that.
Yeah, they're probably only rolling D6s or D8s. So you'd probably
Yeah.
just, no, that's what's going to make them scary. So usually a swamp is bad footing, which means movement's halved. But they might, if they're
Gotcha.
swamp monsters, they might be short-footed and not care.
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of movement anyway. So
Yeah.
I think
So they
cutting
can,
that down would
can
be
dash
silly.
and attack if they can get to us.
Yeah.
Oh god, the coachman! What are you doing all the way out there? Can that?
That's a good question. I mean, you guys can
That's-
position these guys differently if you'd like.
Okay. I
He's
would
kind of
think
far from the
coachman
crash.
would be at the coach.
That makes sense. All right.
I'm going to replace him with the scout, if that's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Our poor scout. Is the scout Raphael? I know he was the scout before.
Louis.
It is Louis?
It's Louis.
Okay. Oh, Louis. Louis. Yep. We're going to dash, which is 3. Puts him here. And he gets a stride for 1. Puts him
Yep,
within
that's in range.
slobbering distance. These guys are not intelligent. I don't think they're doing clever guards.
How is Louis girded up?
Not well. He's just a scout, so he doesn't have any combat skill. He might die.
So he would probably dodge that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the strange
So-
decomposing corpse of this fox is going to take a punch at him.
Yep. So I think Louis rolls either a D6 or a 2D6 to dodge.
These guys are rolling a D6 and a D8. Herp. Oh, I did nicely.
Yep, that's
Right.
it.
And the punch is damage plus 1 critical, so it's going to be 2 damage going through to Louis.
Yep. Louis takes 2 points of damage. Soak for him.
Sorry, I'm a slow typer.
No, that's okay. Looks like you
He's
soaked.
both. So
But he
he's
is set
just-
reeling.
You sent reeling.
It's a good thing he's blooded. He's got resolve.
Yeah. I'm gonna move the we do have the
Yeah. You can have the other guys sprint towards us if you want.
Yeah, we'll do a sprint and a dash. These guys sprint
Okay,
with
so-
4.
Would my shield die be limited by the swimming?
Oh, would your shield die be limited by the swimming? No, it isn't.
All right, because I just noticed in his equipment he has a shield.
Did you
so
pass? Did you pass the initiative test?
he wrote it.
Well, just roll your dodge die real quick, and let's do the sprinting for the zombies.
Well, I was just gonna roll the shield die for the dodge.
You just roll that. Meanwhile, let's do the zombies. You
Hey,
still hit.
hey.
Yeah.
Not bad. They're dashing, or they're sprinting first. And you get your stride
Okay.
too, so that's gonna
So
be
that's
5 for each
4
of
plus
these.
1 is 5.
Okay.
Oh, good. They're going for us. I was so worried they were going to go for the Drace.
Let's
Okay,
see
and
here.
then you could move in.
4 and then 5 puts him here, and then
Oh,
these
there's
guys
more
are
of
gonna
them.
yeah,
Yay.
and then these guys are gonna get their dash, which is 3, 4, 3, 4. Yeah, you're there. This guy is actually gonna make it. He's gonna go for Potter, soft target. Yeah.
Well, no, you
And-
sprinted. Oh, actually, I guess you did make it. Okay, Potter, don't die.
Well, he sprinted and dashed, so he actually can't attack this turn. So
Right.
Potter's got a moment.
But zombies can counterattack, so they do want to get in melee range.
Yeah, they can counter punch. All right.
Don't let these guys overwhelm us. They could kill us quickly.
It is your actions, and you notice behind you that this wagon is slurping. It's still slowly moving, getting sucked into the mud and the muck behind you.
We can't let the. I'm gonna shout to Connor. We can't let the wagon drown. Tell the men to get the wagon. I am going to aim and shoot this zombie.
All right.
My gun hangs fire.
Oof.
That was fun. And I drift to here.
All right. And that's
I'm done.
Anishka. Okay, so Connor, what do you want to do with your men?
I could go first and try to rally one of them.
I was thinking about trying to rally Lewis and get everybody to the road where it's a bit more firmer footing. Because we can't have the men get the wagon out of the mire if the men are all dead. So Connor will first rally Lewis.
Okay.
Didn't work. But he will, you said movement is halved?
Yeah.
All right, so that's, let's see, I'll just take a run and go 9. And just stop short of that there on the road. And I believe run for a D6 typical is 12.
Sounds good.
So that would give everybody 6 paces they can run.
Oh, good
And I'll
call.
put the reeling on everybody when I'm done with this. And Lewis will recover from reeling, run, and just make it to the road. And reeling again. Reeling. Reeling and Alfred and Bastion. Connor. Oh, I forgot to move Potter as well. He'll go.
Run, Potter, run.
There's barely 6 paces there. There we go. You can just barely see the reeling. Although for Potter's first action, he'll try to rally the doctor and possibly kill him, because that's what he does when he rallies people.
I mean, I'm not reeling, and I don't think he
But
has
no,
true
no,
leader,
he
right?
doesn't have. Yeah, he has no reason to rally. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he can't do it.
Because he can focus.
Yep. And I guess that
If
just leaves
somebody
me then.
rallies me and gives me focus, I can try to shoot him.
I think I'm the only one who can give focus besides the doctor, or can't the doctor.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess with that, the doctor is going to go ahead and pull out his staff and then get up on top of the sinking cart for right now for steady
Nice.
footing.
There you go.
I think it's currently the topmost token, so
Yeah. Hold on. We can just send that back. Try it again.
yeah, there we go.
Cool.
And that is going to be a whole turn. That's 2 actions.
All right. Data brought to my attention that
to also be on top of the wagon, since I have fast climbing, might as well.
yeah, if you'd like to.
Yeah, you can be where you want.
But I think climbing does not send him reeling because he's a fast climber.
He's a fast climber. Okay, cool. So you're not reeling. It's good stuff.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Do I need to do anything here, or am I?
Yeah, let's get a climbing check. It occurs to me, is climbing is a skill? Yeah. So let's do body and climbing, please.
It's body speed and climbing for
body
Cardinal.
speed. Okay.
Usually it's body speed and climbing. If you're feeling mean, you can limit them to D4s.
1 success.
That's okay. I'm gonna say that you'll make it up without reeling.
Okay.
You pull yourself up onto. Most of the wagon is still above water level right now, but that might change. We'll see. Okay. And yeah, Connor, you make it. You're good. Oh, but I guess so. In this case, the doctor, you would be sent reeling because climbing is a stunt. You do make it up there.
Yep. That's what everyone's getting at. There we go. Boop. Reeling. There we go.
Cool. Okay. And Connor pulls it off, and he is not reeling because he's a good climber. All right. I think that's it for the heroes, correct? Okay.
Yep, I think that's it.
All right. The zombies are going to go. And their basic instinct is just to go towards the things that are moving. So that is going to be, we're going to roll a actually no, I think they're within range that most of them can make it. They get 4, they'll move 4. 4 will put this guy here. 4 will put this guy here. This guy's definitely getting up there too. This guy's gonna get to here. Okay, so that was their first move. I guess this guy is going to sprint, move 1. Yeah, he's just gonna get to the base here. These 2 can try to climb up to get you.
Well, if I'm on the edge of it, might not be space for them to climb up onto is the main problem for them.
That's a fair point. Okay, then I guess they're just going to attack in that case. So yeah,
they're capped by their swimming.
I think they have a grab move.
They do.
Let's find out.
Yeah, they've got wrestle.
They can do any. They can do any of the unarmed combat moves.
Nice. Yeah. So we're going to use wrestle here. That'll grapple you if they can get this hit in.
Yeah, I like you say. There's not enough room for them up here. No crap.
All right. First one's coming at you there, Doctor. It's a D8 and a D6 for them to hit.
And I am reeling, so they get the extra.
Correct. So it's a D6 and 2D8.
However, I
You
am
can
in
still
fact
parry
going
when
to
reeling,
parry.
though.
And you do
wait,
have
what's
your
that again? Yeah.
rod, right?
Said you can still parry when reeling.
Yep. And that's
you
the
got
whole
your
point.
staff out.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking to make sure I got my correct dice here because I am in fact still pacifist. So boop, there we go. Extra D12. Sorry, I get more dice when I'm
Nice.
afraid. I forgot about that. 12 to outclass them.
Okay. And you do excellently. You're just like poking him back with the stick. The
As
next,
intended.
as intended. The next one is also gonna grab for you, Doctor, because he's just out of range of Connor up there. So once again, D6 and 2d8. This is a high of 6.
And that was towards Connor, right?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Towards you again, towards the
Okay.
Doctor. I think he's just out of range.
10.
All right.
There we go.
All right. You're beating them back with your Electrum Rod.
Yeah.
And there's and meanwhile, again, drifting like like a restless spirit above the marshes, this tiny owl is going to drift a little bit closer. Not a lot closer, because they only have a dash of 2. So that'll get them 3 meters closer. And let me see, where does this put you guys within? I think it might within medium range, probably. Yeah, you're within medium here. I think everybody is, and it is going to open its tiny beak and let out another scream, using its fear stunt.
Yes. Who are they targeting?
They are going to target, let me see here. It's at medium. I guess it's one target. So
It
they're
can
gonna
sweep if you roll well enough, but you start with one person.
Gotcha. All right. They're gonna start.
It's either Connor or the Doctor.
Well, actually, you know what? They could target you too, Anushka.
They can also target me.
I think they're gonna target you, Anushka.
Hey, stupid undead jerks.
Stupid
They do
undead
not know
jerks.
that Anushka serves with joy and knows no fear.
He knows no fear.
I'm about to know what fear is.
Yep. All right. So they're rolling 3d12. It's versus your body, will, and presence.
Yep.
And here comes the 3d12. Oh, and there's the 12.
Well, aha, screw you, jerk. Even though you managed to fill me with fear, so I become afraid, didn't score 2 successes and thus you can't sweep.
Ah, okay.
So you're done. So you made me
done.
afraid that if you'd scored 2 successes, you could go on to another person and keep doing it until we were all afraid. Which, by the way, is how the undead kill you.
There you go.
Because you also
All
notice
right.
they get a bonus D12 when they attack afraid people. Because you're
Right.
sure. So I'm afraid.
Yeah, now, so the stat block, I guess I should read ahead to the details here. The stat block says target becomes afraid or terrified, but doesn't specify why.
Well,
But the ghost
but
is
then
sent reeling.
It's supposed to say see a certain page of the book, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, it's probably in the body of the
Yeah,
the
no,
stat
but I mean,
block
like
here.
if you go read the fear section, 1 success gets me afraid. 2 successes, you can either terrify me or sweep to someone else, but you only have
Oh,
one.
I see. Yeah. Ghost may see. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
it-
So you're just afraid.
But that's yes. Basically, the zombies will probably scream at everyone to make everyone afraid, and then try to tear us to bits because they're jerks.
Yeah. All right. And that's it for the monster's turn. I didn't actually roll for these Dre, but I think they're probably going to try to run away from people.
Yeah, and even at half movement, they're going to get pretty far. They're probably almost off the map already.
Most likely.
So, hey, the doctor's reeling. Connor, I'm afraid. And by the way, I have a hanged fire gun. It is literally sparking like that.
We can fix
Yes.
this.
So let's
Can't
see if I
attack
can't
because I'm
bully
afraid.
Anushka.
Yeah, so I need to get that removed.
I mean, yeah, the Dre are going to be using their runs. I'm just going to say that they basically
So
make it
what's
off
your-
the map.
Connor goes
What's your
first and
favorite
botches
use of
his rally.
leadership, boss?
Well, I don't have a favorite use of leadership yet. What would be a good one besides just general rally?
Fighting the supernatural?
Yeah, morale in the face of zombie attack.
I'll make it when fighting against supernatural beings.
Yeah. So re-roll 1-1. Are we waiting on roll 20?
Yep.
We were waiting on
Okay.
me
Well,
documenting.
it's just a regular failure.
Yeah.
You can always use your personality immediately.
You know what? May as well. have it marked as having been used, but I'm sure we've had a new day since then, so here it comes.
Connor, spit
What is
out
your
the swamp
personality,
water.
Ross? Brazen.
Bingo.
There we go. All right, you have one
Okay.
whopping success. You're going to remove the fear.
Yes, and then let's attack this zombie here.
Okay. Sorry, which zombie? The one north of you?
This one.
That one.
Gotcha. Okay. The zombie is going to counter.
Hopefully not very well.
Well,
Yeah,
they
so he's
got
probably gonna
8, so we'll
counter
see how well they do.
And he either counter with clawing or counter with wrestling.
He's going to counter with a punch. And
Makes
they have
sense.
Vengeful Fighter, which gives them a bonus d12 because they're always hurt.
Yes.
Okay.
Vengeful Fighter gives you a bonus on your counterattacks when you're hurt or injured. Zombies are always hurt.
Are always hurt. So his counter is going to be a d12, a d8, and a d6. Let's see what we got. 8 high, 8 high. So
That
it's
is a
high
simultaneous hit.
All right. My punch is doing damage +1, so that's 2 damage headed towards you.
All right, I'll soak that.
And yours doing 3 damage headed towards me becomes 4 because he's hurt. And what are
Yep.
their soak like? He only has a d8. So we'll roll it. All right, so he gets 3 damage, which
3
makes
damage.
him
So he is hurt, afraid, and injured. Yes,
injured.
lesser undead can be afraid.
Oh, yeah. He's no longer that eager to eat your brains. He'd still like to, but he's not passionate about it. So Connor uses a mighty swing of his saber and horribly injures one of these dead creatures, knocking them back into the muck. That's right. Well, okay, sorry. Zombies are immune to being afraid. Oh my goodness.
They are immune. Okay.
We're messing with all of the rules here. So yeah,
It's
so
going to be
that's right.
fun. I didn't realize zombies were immune to that. Yep. This is what makes them fun.
All right.
Oh boy.
And then for the rest of my turn, Potter is going to recover from reeling and try to rally Connor.
The coachman, I imagine, who has nothing better to do, may as well attempt to rally the doctor. I don't think he has weapons and arms and armor, right?
Right. So he might as well. That would be another D6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, zombies are immune to afraid. Wow. Yeah, zombies suck.
Gerald now failed it, but he would have also had to have recovered from reeling to do that.
Yep. And then you have 4 people who are recovering, and what are they going to do? Draw weapons?
Lewis is going to recover and guard. Everybody rotated their initiative, so they have weapons ready, and they're going to fire their slings. Let's start with this one here, which they can easily see. Let's go for Raphael first.
But so the zombie gets to dodge, and it gets range dice as defense.
Okay.
Right, that one failed.
Dodge is not
Let's try
great at
Alfred.
D4, but he gets a D8.
Yeah, D4 and D8, I think, due to range. You might actually hit with even those crappy rolls. Nope.
Ooh.
Alfred might hit. He's
Alfred
going
might
to
Yep,
the
hit.
same
second
one.
attack.
Yep. So up arrow to re-roll. That is a palpable hit. Slingstones are what? 0?
He's using an actual bullet,
Oh, wow.
so it's +1.
All right. So
This guy.
this guy takes 1 + 1, and he's hurt +1. So this one zombie takes a 3-point hit.
Soaking takes all 3 of those hits, would not be
He's
afraid,
injured.
but is injured and reeling.
Okay.
And
Brrr.
because they're not afraid, and I want to pile on the damage and hit the ones that aren't taking cover behind the wagon.
Yep.
This one again from Bastion.
All right. So another attack roll. Another D4, D8 defense.
D4, D8. Wow, I'm getting lucky with these rolls. So that's a dodge.
So you guys get out your proper sling bullets and hurl them, and Rocks are working. I told you, sticks and stones will break their bones.
All right, and let me just go through my characters and keep track of the bullets, and it's somebody else's turn.
Doctor, you actually have you've got a problem where your AoE provokes counter. All right, I'm going to aim and shoot this one.
That's right.
Okay.
My gun fires.
Hooray! D4 dodge. Hey.
Okay,
That's
so
rolled.
that is 2. Do you guys ignore slaying? I forget if you guys ignore slaying damage or not.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. They ignore slaying damage. They can still take critical damage, I think.
Okay, well, however, I did have this loaded with buckshot. So this
Ooh,
is
okay.
going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be 6, and you're already injured. This is a 7-point hit. You can soak it twice.
Okay, I don't even think that'll do it. But we're gonna roll 2d8 to soak, and that's all 7 damage. So he is just dead.
It's overkill. The bad news is these guys are immune to fear.
Yeah. So
Blam. So now that the 2 on you are reeling, now I feel better that Connor can blast them.
The doctor can blast him. I don't have any magic.
Connor
So
has
don't
an
have a spell
AoE.
ready because I only have a staff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to recover from reeling and then ready some magic.
No, you were rallied.
No, I wasn't. It
Oh.
The
failed.
rally didn't work.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Connor specifically rallied everyone else except me.
All right, I thought the rally worked. Oh well.
Alright, so
Well,
magic is up.
they're 2 reeling zombie. I took 1 off of you.
So at least they can't aim and attack, so that's good.
okay.
So, recover from reeling, ready spell. That's all.
All right. Is that everything on your side?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. We're gonna move our ghost a little bit closer. Little bit. And our ghost moved
Hey,
and
this is more
recovered
monsters.
from
Holy
reeling.
crap!
Huh?
I just noticed this guy up here.
Yeah. This is our ghost.
Floating
To the
closer
north,
to you.
Oh god!
floating in. Yeah, he's the one that had scared you, or she is the one that
Yeah,
had
I
scared
know.
you.
From the ancient days when we streamed, there was hilarious, but there was a ghost, and none of us could withstand the fear effect that it gives off. If that ghost gets over here, we are boned.
Yeah. It can't do anything this turn because it recovered from reeling and moved, but it's coming closer to you, Anushka. Meanwhile, down here, my zombies are going to first. This guy's going to recover from reeling, and then he's going to try to eat brain. Doctor. This will be
Time to defend myself.
another wrestle attempt. D8, D6.
Alright, well, I'm parrying and I'm pacifist and I haven't attacked anyone yet, so needs to be an 8.
All right. And does not. Although, okay, sorry. So that was his first action. He probably should have aimed, right?
He recovered from reeling.
Oh, he did. You are totally right. He can't. This guy could. But he can't. So that's a miss. You knock him away. This guy will also recover from reeling and will also try to grab you with a
Right.
D68.
Let's give it a go. 9.
Yeah.
I beat him.
No chance. And this guy is going to aim for an additional D8 against Connor. And that will be a D6 and 2D8 to grab.
I shall counter.
Okay. And he does not roll very well.
That's 2 successes. Plus 2 damage from the weapon is 4. Critical makes it 5.
Okay. Nicely done. We're just going to roll.
And they're
D8
hurt, so
soak.
that's 6.
And he botched
True.
his soak. So
So
I think it's safe
overkilled.
to say he is no longer an issue. Blah. You sever his head from his body. My eye in the sky has just informed me that these guys also have pack tactics, but I think it's a little late to. I've already kind of botched that one. So
they didn't have the opportunity to.
Sure. Yeah, we'll say that. But yeah, zombies are scary. Being immune to statuses like fear, having the pack tactics, it's sort of perfect for this situation where they're trying to pull you all down off of this thing. And they would have been even more dangerous if I had been playing them correctly. So thank you all for bearing with me on this one.
It's all good. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, these are not coordinated zombies, but I also think that's the end of my zombie turn.